didn't. Because when I was looking up, I just need to put that ring out.
So we're live.
Hey, that was the confirmation for the answers.
Yeah, I can find my phone.
Can you pass me my drink, please?
Oh, we have got people watching. We've got a Bethany and an Emily. Hello, welcome to week 4 senior quiz. Week 4 senior quiz. Welcome. Hi, Izzy. We've got an Izzy. Hello, Izzy. Hello. Who's the 5 people watching? Ooh. Super Noodle. Who's Super Noodle? Hello.
Super Noodle.
We've got a Super Noodle watching. Hello, welcome everybody. We will aim to start in about 10 minutes or so. So if there's anyone you think should come watch, go let them know. It's senior quiz week 4. And the topics are skeletal system, confirmation, shoeing, which will be identification, scales of training, and breeds pictures. So lots of different topics today. Bethany asked, how are you guys? We are good, thank you, Bethany.
Oh, that's nice. She asked
We are good.
Instead of the many times.
Yeah, I know, like, we are good.
What was the
Did she just eat? We are good. We've got a busy day tomorrow. There's a lot of the farrier, but it's good. Emily, your pony got cold last night. He's an absolute pansy, came in shivering and very angry. And now he's better. So he's not quite so sleepy. Yeah, then obviously he went sleepy. But when he came in, he was snorting like a dragon. How can I wake you? Could you pass me my drink, please, Sam?
Of course I can do that.
So he's not quite anymore, Emily. Any other questions? Anyone here from a different pony club? Your ponies, Bethany. Your ponies are good. Mickey's going to have his shoes put back on tomorrow to see if that helps him being a little bit footsore. And I think the plan is for me to school him at some point tomorrow as well. Gus is good. He had a good day out in the field. And a nice day off. Betty is just spending time in the field again. Still. Yeah, he's better now, Emily. He's gone out in a lightweight rug this time to see if that helps. See if that helps. Tea. They're all about tea. I don't know why they're on about tea. Do I want what?
Have you finished you have finished all your confirmations? No, I didn't realize I finished them. I was like, you want some pictures?
Bit late now.
I know.
Any other questions before we got? We've got 6 people watching. Who else is watching? Hello. I know. It's not just, we haven't got a little Lucy yet though. Where's little Lucy? Bethany, she's good. Cozy's good. The vet popped it and the abscess, so we have to clean and drain it every single day. But she's good. She's been a very good girl to have it cleaned, and I'm just giving her a few days off so that she doesn't, in case she's feeling a little bit sore on her tail. She's gonna have a few days off and a little bit of pamper, but she's been very good to clean it. She's a little bit suspicious, but she's been a good girl and she's okay. And Mavis is good.
She is.
Yeah. We've had teeny tiny little cut that she got the same day as we found Cozy's abscess, just so she didn't feel left out.
And then because not everyone loves her.
Because they're seen in Indy, you have to have a meal. Hi,
You're going to sit with Auntie Georgia.
Don't eat the
cake.
How's Indy and Mia? How are you girls?
Yeah, how are you, Mia? How are you?
I'm great. I keep escaping out the garden and wandering around the yard by myself. So I'm great.
Yes, I can put myself back though.
She does put herself back, but she's great. She loves escaping. She has order spells.
Indy's just.
Indy's just looking for a ball.
Find it. I'm not.
All Indy's looking for.
Find it. I don't want you.
You're getting all the love, Mimims. All the love.
Because I know everybody loves the Minions.
Who doesn't love Mimims? Let me just message Beth to say all the ponies were good. Apparently you're even cuter than they remembered. She said, yeah, I'm super duper cute. Thank you for saying that. She said, I'm super duper cute.
Get it then.
There's a Lucy. There's a Lucy. We were wondering where Lucy was. We have her now. Oh, you made her head butt me.
Sorry, guys.
Good, Lucy. The cakes were good. Did you have the cakes?
I had a cake. They were good cakes.
The cakes were good cakes. We liked the cakes. They didn't poison us. We're all still alive. We loved the effort of decorating, and you went through. The cakes were good. Emily, thank you for the biscuits.
Thank everyone who bought food over the last.
Okay, I feel like starting, so make sure you've got your pen and paper ready before we start. Oh, we get cake on Tuesday, Bethany. We get cake on Tuesday, apparently, and Lucy says there's more cake coming. I feel like we're just going to get a lot of cake. There's literally, you can't even see me now, it's literally just Mia. Apparently it's the Mia show. Hey, Mims. Minions. So, what was the emoji? Who remembers the emoji? Because obviously we have to do the one that was meant for Wednesday. So what was Wednesday's emoji?
No, we did a quiz on Wednesday.
Not Wednesday's, Friday's
Wasn't
emoji.
it
What was
Fake
meant
It?
to be Friday's emoji? No, we've had that. I want to say it was a duck. Wasn't the octopus? I was going to say the octopus is going to be for next Wednesday because that was meant to be the general knowledge. I'm pretty sure Emily's right and that the duck was meant to be for the Friday. I want to say it was a duck. Does everyone agree? Does that make sense? Yeah,
duck
we're
is
going
good.
with a duck rather than an octopus. So duck. So if you think you are ready, let's have new lines of ducks to say you are ready for the questions to begin. Yeah. Let me know. Are we ready for questions to begin? Comment those ducks. There's lots of ducks coming through. Lots of ducks coming through. Right. Mia. Thank you. I can't see the questions while you're there. Okay, so round number 1 is the skeletal system. So, question number 1. On average, or approximately, how many bones are in the horse's skeletal system? Approximately, how many bones are in the horse's skeletal system?
Like I want to be more down the road. Does that help?
Yes. Mine and stuff feet are a little bit digging in. Number 2. What are the different sets of vertebrae? So what are the different sets of vertebrae? So you don't need to say how many yet. But what are the names of the different vertebrae? What are the names of the different vertebrae? Question number 3. How many pairs of ribs does the horse have? How many pairs of ribs does the horse have? How many pairs of ribs does the horse have?
Sit there.
Number 4. What is the function of the skeletal system? What is the functions of the skeletal system? Number 5. What is produced in bone marrow? What is produced in bone marrow? I'm pretty sure when I wrote the question yesterday, it was both. What is produced in bone marrow?
I asked Sarah. He also said the horse has 0 bones.
Yeah. Number 6. What connects bone to bone? What connects bone to bone? Mia. And number 7. What is the biggest bone in the horse's body? What is the biggest bone in the horse's body?
Mims, come on, puppet. Come on. Come on.
Number 8. What makes up 95% of bone?
Is that the answer?
Yeah, you could have just had.
I could have. I couldn't find it.
That's the more prominent one in there, but yeah, minerals is what I was looking for.
You say that on camera.
Yeah, I know. See if any of them picked it up. What makes up 95% of bone? And number 9. What is another name for the coffin bone? What is another name for the coffin bone? Number 10. How many vertebrae are in each section of the spine? So this you'll have in the end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for that answer. So how many vertebrae are in each section of the spine? There'll be 5 points for that. Round will be out of 15 or 14. Round will be out of 14. So that's how many vertebrae are in each section of the spine. Okay. Anyone want any of those questions repeated? If not, comment your ducks. Oh, Bethany, that's a lot of ducks. We're getting into these emojis. Okay, round 2 is confirmation. So, question 1. How many fingers is ideal between the mandible and the lower aspect of the atlas? So essentially, how many fingers where the head bone meets the neck? So how many fingers are ideal between the mandible and the lower aspect of the atlas? Number 2, what is the ideal conformation for the nostrils? What is the ideal conformation for the nostrils? Number 3, how do you know if your horse has sufficient room between the bones of the lower jaw for significant room for the respiratory tract? So how would you know or be able to tell if your horse had a significant room between the bones of the lower jaw for sufficient room for the respiratory tract? So what can you do? How do you test it? Number 4, if the upper jaw is too long, what is it called? If the upper jaw is too long, what is it called? Number 5, the angle of the shoulder should match the angle where else in the horse. The angle of the shoulder should match the angle where else in the horse. Either in there or Pony Club room. Which is going to be your best bet? There you go. Question number 6. Why is a broad chest ideal? Why is a broad chest ideal? Covered in me at her.
You love me, that's okay. You've got a hairy chest.
Thanks. Why is a broad chest ideal? Number 7. How can you tell if there is ideal width between the point of elbow and the rib cage? How can you tell if there is ideal width between the point of elbow and the rib cage? Number 8. What is the term used to describe a horse whose quarters drop sharply from the croup to the top of a low set tail? What is the term used to describe a horse whose quarters drop sharply from the croup to the top of a low set tail? Basically, one that's a very prominent croup. Number 9. What would church steeple withers look like? What would church steeple withers look like? And number 10. What is a sway back? Or what would a sway back look like? Number 10 is what would a sway back look like? So if you want any of those repeated, comment down below and let me know and I will repeat them. Otherwise, comment your ducks if you're ready for round 3. Super. Super. Everyone is ready for round 3. Shoes. So round 3 is identifying the shoes. I don't actually have all of them, even the first ones, because those were from Sarah's. Some of them.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
A lot of them are going to be easier pictures.
Do you have... Why don't you swap round 3 and 4?
Okay, we're going to do round 3 as, instead of shoes, we're going to do round 3 as scales of training. Okay, so round 3, scales of training. Is, so, number 1, list the scales of training in order. We've had this on a previous quiz, so you should be good at this. List the scales of training in order. So again, you get half a point if you get all of them, full points if they're one whole point if they're in the right order. So list the scales of training in order. Number 2. Excuse me. Who created the scales of training? Who created the scales of training? Number 3. What is rhythm? What is rhythm? Number 4. What is tempo? What is tempo? Number 5, what are the 2 different types of suppleness? What are the 2 different types of suppleness? Number 6, name 2 things you look for in a correct contact. Name 2 things you look for in a correct contact.
Enough.
Number 7, what is impulsion? What is impulsion? Number 8, what is collection? Or describe, or what is collection? Thank you. Number 9, what is suppleness? What is suppleness? And number 10, how should a horse be straight, or how should you know your horse is traveling straight? Or how should a horse be straight? Is it their whole body? Obviously, when you're going down the centre line, it's the whole body. But obviously, when you're going around the edge, how are you still straight? How do you know if your horse is still straight? And number 8, repeated, Bethany, is what is collection? So, does anyone want any of those repeated, or are we happy? If so, comment ducks down below. Okay, all the ducks are free. So, last 2 rounds are picture rounds because we changed the order. So, round 4 is showing you different types of shoes. So, on the Google Drive, the different shoes.
They're not in the order they are on the
Okay.
answers. But you can just do them in that order if that makes it easier to figure out.
So, different types of shoes. So, what type of shoe is this? Number 1. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Is number 1. Number 2. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Number 3. Ignore the material it's made out. Just what type of shoe is this? material even is that made out
I
of?
don't know, but that was the clearest picture I've looked at.
So what type of shoe is this, ignoring what material it's made out of? What type of shoe is this? It looks like a gold-plated one.
Could be copper. They make copper nails, don't they?
Yeah. Number 4. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Number 5. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Number 6. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Number 7. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Number 7. Number 8. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? Number 9. What type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? And number 10. What type of shoe is this? That's number 10. So what type of shoe is this? And yes, Bethany, number 1. Was what type of shoe is this? What type of shoe is this? So this was number 1 for Bethany, who wants it repeated. Does anyone want to see any of them again? Otherwise, comment ducks below. Here comes the ducks. Okay, just waiting for Bethany's ducks. Well, let's say the most she can possibly type, probably. I hate it when it does that because I can't see the comments. We got any Bethany's ducks? There's Bethany's ducks. Okay, so round number 5 is a picture round again. This time it's breeds. And I think all but 2 of them, I want to say, are native to the UK. 2 of them aren't, but here are your breeds of horse. So, number 1. What breed is this? What breed is this? This is for number 1. What breed is this?
Yeah.
Number 2. What breed is this? Anyone knows that quiz documents really well.
Is that one of the? It's really hard to find one that.
What breed is this? And the first 2 I'm pretty sure I've used on something. But this is number 2. Number 3. What breed is this? What breed is this? Number 4 is this. What breed is this? Number 5, I think. What breed is this? What breed is this? Number 6. What breed is this? What breed is this? Number 7. What breed is this? There's quite good pictures actually. You can see the size difference. What breed is this? Number 8. What breed is this? What breed is this? And then number 9. What breed is this? The very soggy one. But what breed is this?
No.
And then number 10. What breed is this? What breed is this? Does anyone want any of those pictures repeated? Or are we all happy? If so, comment ducks below. What one did you miss, Bethany, do you think? You've messed up your order, Bethany. Okay, so I'll show you quickly through all of them. Okay, so that was number 1. That was number 2. That was number 3. That was number 4. That was number 5. Number 5. Number 6. Number 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9 and 10. 10. Does that make it better, Bethany? If so, comment ducks. Lucy, are you happy then? Didn't get any ducks from you. Just waiting. Okay, so that is the end of the questions. We will take a 5-minute break and then we will be back with answers. So 5-minute break and then we'll be back for answers. Hello, and we're back. Comment ducks if you're ready for some answers. There's a Carly as well now, if you haven't gathered.
Hi guys.
Can I have a Starburst?
No.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
I don't mind. I'm not fussy about it. Ow. Carly.
You wanted one. Don't let the dog eat it.
Sam, what week is it?
I
don't know.
What? Quiz-wise?
Yeah.
Why do you want the answers?
I want all the questions as well. Fine.
I haven't uploaded the last couple of quizzes.
We have ducks from Izzy and Emily.
Bethany's probably somewhere.
Bethany's comments are probably not working with it.
No. Because she said hello to you. The only person who I haven't heard from, and it does say we only have 3 viewers, is little Lucy. Guys, what happened to Lucy? What did you do to her? Where'd Lucy go?
She ducked when you spun your chair.
Like my face.
Where's Lucy? We've lost a Lucy.
She comments saying she has to go.
No. Let's find a Lucy, shall we? That's me. Sorry. Okay, well, we will carry on, and Lucy might just have to start to the point of the answers. So, because I don't know where she is. But number 1 for round 1 was, on average, how many bones are in the horse's skeletal system? There's around 206. 206. A few either side answer is fine. But around 206. Number 2. What are the different sets of vertebrae? So they are cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and I can never say it.
Coccygeal.
I was going to say
Coccygeal.
coccygil.
Coccygeal.
Coccygil. Yay, Lucy's back. But coccygil. She went to get cake.
You need to repeat the answers.
Lucy, right? Well, we're already on question 2. So question 1, Lucy, was the answer was 2006.
2006.
Oh my god, I got 206.
Wow. You couldn't say.
206 was the answer, and then answer to number 2 is cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and coccygil. So cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, or coccygil. Lucy says hi because she was late
Hi,
to the
Liz.
party.
Oh, I've got some videos sent to my mum.
Is that him eating treats again?
I'll do the first one, but I have to do this.
Number 3. How many pairs of ribs does the horse have? It has 18 pairs. 18 pairs. Number 4, what is the function of the skeletal system? It's to support, protect, and mobility. So support, protection, and mobility. Number 6, what connects bone to bone? It's ligaments. Ligaments connect bone to bone. Number 7, what is the biggest bone in the horse's body? It's the femur. The femur. Number 8, what makes up 95% of bone? It's minerals. Minerals. The main one being in particular calcium. Oh, Emily, I didn't say number 5, that's why. Number 5, because I didn't say it at all, was what is produced in bone marrow? It's red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets? Platelets, that's how you say it. So red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Number 6 was what connects bone to bone? That's ligaments. Ligaments. Number 7 was what is the biggest bone in the horse's body? That was femur, the femur. Number 8 was what makes up 95% of bone? That's minerals, in particular calcium. Minerals. Number 9 is what is another name for the coffin bone? It's the pedal bone. Pedal bone. And number 10, how many vertebrae are in each section of the spine? Well, there's 7 cervical. That's a point. 18 thoracic. 6 lumbar. 5 sacral. And 18 to 22 crocodile. So 7 cervical, 18 thoracic, 6 lumbar, 5 sacral, and 18 to 22 crocodile. Everyone happy? Anyone want any answers repeated? Otherwise, comment ducks down below. Here comes the ducks. Oh dear, Lucy says the awkward fractions are back this week. One more sets of ducks and no, we've got all the ducks. All the ducks. Okay, so round 2 was confirmation. So how many fingers is ideal between the mandible and the lower aspect of the atlas? It's 2 fingers. 2 fingers. What is the ideal conformation? What is the ideal conformation? Ideal conformation for the nostrils. Well, they should be wide and big for good air take. So you don't wide and big for good air take. Number 3. How do you know if your horse has sufficient room between the bones of the lower jaw for sufficient room for the respiratory tract? Well, you want to put a fist underneath there. A fist. Yeah. Fine. Number 4. If the upper jaw is too long, what is it called? It's called parrot mouth. Parrot mouth. Also would accept overshot jaw. So parrot mouth, or you could also accept an overshot jaw. Number 5, the angle of the shoulder should match the angle where else in the horse. Well, the angle of the front foot. The angle of the front foot. Number 6, why is a broad chest ideal? Well, it's to allow room for the heart and the lungs. To allow more room for the heart and the lungs. Number 7, how can you tell if there is ideal width between the point of elbow and the rib cage? Again, comes back to your fist. You want to fit a fist between the elbow and the rib cage. So it comes back to a fist between the elbow and the rib cage. Number 8, what is the term used to describe a horse whose quarters drop sharply from the croup to the top of a low set tail? Well, there's 2 for this. Let me just find it. It could be goose rump or jumper's bum. You could have had goose rump or jumper's bum. So that was for number 8. Number 9, what would church steeple withers look like? Well, withers that are very high and narrow. So withers that are very high and narrow are church steeple withers. And then number 10, what is a sway back? Well, a sway back comes in older horses, and it's when it dips. So it goes from dips after the withers. So between the loins and the croup, it dips after the withers. So sway back is where it dips. So it's most commonly seen in older horses. Paddy was a sway back. Paddy had a sway back. And it's often related to them losing all that muscle over their back. Could I do number 1 again, Lucy, was that? So number 1 was how many fingers is ideal between the mandible and the lower aspect of the atlas? That's 2 fingers. 2 fingers. So comment your ducks if you're ready for round 3 answers.
Do you want me to do it?
Apparently Bethany has to go for a minute and then she'll be back.
But she's got to get cake as well.
We'll wait for Bethany, shall we? Lucy says thank you for the videos, Carly.
You're very welcome. He was very agitated this morning.
I'm gonna come and sit there.
Think it was been a little bit cold or just agitated?
No, it's live.
Oh.
She'll see in the video what I mean. Shaking his head like the whole time.
What have I got today? On here, just write the names. Your bacon.
Lucy, he won't be skinny after he's done with all the trees.
He won't put weight on. He's not losing it anymore, but he won't put it
Need
on.
to get him some proper weight
Get him
building
some like
treats.
stud muffins or something.
Yeah, some stud muffins, Lucy.
Good stud muffins. You can have all of them.
See if that helps.
That's March. Did we weigh in March? Did we weigh in March? Didn't we miss it?
Yeah, we were a week late. Also, what, the time before we just did?
Yeah. No, the one we just done. Was it March?
You've
or
gone
April?
too far, I feel like. Because you're in where there's a lot of other staff in. I know, obviously, it didn't get changed, but there's. Now you're getting near it because of the.
I feel like it was on this side somewhere.
Well, that's check wormers for the end of the month. Where's the end of the month? Worming due today, so we
So we did it
wormed.
there.
We done it on Thursday.
We did it on the Thursday.
We did do it on the Thursday.
So it'd be the 23rd.
Did we do it the first? No, because I don't think we had wormers that organised.
No, we did because Charlie was here.
Yeah, but was it not this Thursday? The Thursday after that? Because remember, we told Beth
Might have been,
late.
yeah.
I feel like it might have been more that Thursday.
I know it was a Thursday, definitely, because we needed to. There was 3 of us here, and it was the day that Magic broke out.
You could find out by looking back on the chats.
It was the day that Magic broke out.
Is Bethany back yet?
That might have been why I crossed that out, because I didn't have the time to do it on that day.
Yeah.
I'd go 30th.
I'm pretty sure we were a week late at least.
Go April 30th.
Because we didn't tell Beth till after.
Yeah, because I noticed.
We
in the
suddenly
diary it
looked
was
and went,
due.
oh, we were meant to worm.
Cross that out as well. Don't need to do it there.
Why don't you carry on, Jordan? Definitely can rewind it.
Bethany will have to rewind. So, round number 4. Well, that was after Magic was in. Was it? Okay. So, round number 3. So, number 1 was the list the scales of training in order. So, you should have had rhythm, suppleness, contact, impulsion, straightness, collection. So, rhythm, suppleness, contact, impulsion, straightness, collection. Who created the scales of training was number 2.
Xenophon.
Xenophon. I could never remember how to say his name. But who created the scales of training was number 2. It's Xenophon. Number 3. What is rhythm? Rhythm is the regularity of the footfalls. Regularity of the footfalls. Number 4, what is tempo? Well, tempo is the speed of the rhythm. the speed of the rhythm. Number 5, what are the two different types of suppleness? Well, it's longitudinal and lateral. Longitudinal and lateral. Longitudinal and lateral. Number 6, name 2 things you look for in a correct contact. You could have had, so the main one is evenness. You want to be even down both reins. You want to be able to feel them at the end of the rein, but them not be too light or too heavy. And you want it to be consistent. So you could have had even, be able to feel them at the end of the rein, but it not be too heavy, and consistent. You could have had any of those. You only needed 2. Number 7, what is impulsion? Well, impulsion is contained energy that comes from the hindquarters. So contained energy that comes from the hindquarters. Number 8 was, what is collection? Well, collection is about the increased ability to lower the hindquarters to raise and mobilize the forehand. In other words, it's to find that uphill carriage we are all looking for, as well as shortening the pace. Because it grows taller. So you're not shortening it, you're growing it taller. Like, yes, please. And where's the rest of them again? And then what is suppleness? Well, that's your flexibility of your horse, whether it's moving left to right or over their back from pole to tail. So it's how loose and free moving they are. So how loose, free moving, how flexible. And then number 10 was, how should your horse be straight? Well, they should travel on 4 tracks. See, oh, sorry, Mims. Sorry, Mims. Yeah. I didn't tread on the dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you love me? Oh, baby, what did you do? Yeah, I'm now queen. Sorry. So, how should a horse, you know if your horse is straight? Well, it should be traveling on 4 tracks, or if it, well, however many tracks are required for the movement. So when they're in shoulder in, they travel on 3 tracks, but they should still be traveling on 4 tracks, and then their body bends around it. So it's about the legs and staying on the tracks. I'm getting an oh, Georgia. Poor Mia.
Does it all the time, guys?
No, I
Always treading on the
don't.
dog.
Bullies her.
Always treading on the dog.
Yeah, she looks like I bully
Especially
her, right?
Mia. Indeed.
Anyone want any of
Yeah.
those answers repeated, or comment the ducks if you're ready for the picture round answers?
What happened?
Got
the
lots
types
of
that
cuddles.
are in order. No, the type
Got
of
lots of
breeds
cuddles.
are in the right order.
Poor puppy.
She's like, no, I just get forced to have cuddles.
That's class as beating Mia.
Really molten.
She's a dog.
I don't want to be up here anymore. What happened? You don't think you get you. Go on, Lena.
Okay, so shoes is the first one. So the shoes we had are on the drive. So number 1 was an aluminium shoe. An aluminium shoe. Yeah, we don't teach Georgia as well.
Auntie Georgie's not treading on her.
Auntie Georgia mean to, she just has big feet.
Yeah, I need to do big feet.
So number 1 is aluminium shoe. Number 2 was a straight bar. A straight bar. Number 3 was a calkin and wedge.
Lay down.
A calkin and wedge.
Lay
I
down.
think I've inhaled half her hair. A calkin and wedge. Number 4 was an egg bar shoe. An egg bar shoe.
No, the one before.
Calkin and wedge.
Let me look.
I've never seen.
What is that?
Old fashioned studs.
Well, they should be illegal.
So number 4. Number 4 was an egg bar shoe. An egg bar shoe. Number 5 was a trailer. A trailer.
Like the ghost face.
Number 6 was a natural balance. Natural balance. Number 7 was a heart bar shoe. Heart bar shoe. Number 8 was a glue-on shoe. Glue-on shoe. It does say glue shoe. Glue shoe. That's something different, Emily.
What?
Lateral extension of a trailer.
Yeah, that goes differently.
Yeah. Doesn't come out the end. And number 9. Yep, number 9 was your filled and concave shoe. You put a hunter, you can have the point as well. So a hunter shoe or a filled concave
Lay down.
shoe. Filler in and concave. Or filled. And number 10 was a plain stamp shoe.
You don't have anything big enough.
A plain stamp shoe. Nothing has a fancy enough trot that's big over.
Shove it on Bruno.
Might get away with Bernie in his proper
Marie,
trot.
if she had big feet, she's got a fancy enough
Bernie
trot for
when
them.
he does his proper pace and trot sometimes. No, it's Paddy. Paddy needs it.
Bernie and his pace of trot. Bernie.
Lucy would like 1 and 2. Bethany, you're going to have to rewind for the answers because we've done 2 rounds since you've been gone. But Lucy, number 1 was aluminium shoe, and number 2 was a straight bar.
I'm not on the camera. It's more annoying that I didn't actually undo it, isn't it?
Right. Everyone happy with those now and ready for round 5 or comment ducks?
What? Lay down.
Yeah, Will to
Wolf, Bruno, and Doyle.
Oh, we've got some snails coming back. She's like, oops, Barry snuck in. I have wobbly.
Not Barry.
Bowie. Okay, so last round was pictures, and it was your answers were breeds. So number 1 was Dales. Wasn't number 1 meant to be Bells? Or your pictures are definitely the other way around. The Dales are meant to be smaller. Number 1 was Fell. Number 1 was Fell. We'll do it to Mummy, shall we?
Yeah, I'm good for that. Hats suit me. It's fine.
No, we don't.
Number 2 was a risque. A risque. Doesn't like you. Number 3 was Suffolk Punch. Suffolk Punch. Number 4 was Lipizzaner. Lipizzaner. Number 5. Rescue him from mommy. Number 5 was Percheron. Percheron. Number 8, 7, 6. Number 6 was Dartmoor. Dartmoor. Number 7 was a Dales. Dales. Number 8 was Thoroughbred. Thoroughbred. And number 9 was a New Forest. A New Forest. And number 10 was Highland. Highland. So does anyone want the answers again? Or if not, add up your scores. Let us know what you got.
I didn't join in this time, so I didn't Indeed, please just lay down. Lay down.
We got any scores yet?
Lay down.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Am I trying to over that? I should have got up.
Lay down. Indy. Lay down.
We're sitting.
Thank you. Just chill.
We've got a 33 and a 5.6 and a half. Oh yeah, Bethany, you won't know, that's fine. Any other scores? Any questions before we go?
I got 100 out.
And next Wednesday will be the general knowledge for this week, and then we will figure out what our plan is for continuing, if we're continuing, and so forth.
Would they like us to continue?
Would you like us to continue? It will probably drop down to one of each level a month. But if you'd like us to continue, even when we're a bit more open and stuff, let us know down below, and we will try to do our best.
Izzy and Emily, very close scores.
We've got a 35 and a 34. Some good scores coming through. We've got a yes, please continue from Bethany. We'll be getting a lot of continue. Okay, so the positive feedback is to continue. If we do continue, what we'll try to do is maybe the first week of each month is say minis, and then the second week we'll choose a day basically, and the second week will be like a junior, and the third week will be a senior, and then the fourth week will be the more general knowledge. So next Wednesday obviously is the general knowledge. So we'll see you all then.
I love how there's so much fun, and it has gone. They're so useful, like from an educational point of view. They're so useful.
But you're very welcome, all of you. Thank you for joining us every single quiz, most of you. So thank you very much. Right, we will see you Wednesday. Bethany, message us your score when you know what it is. But otherwise, we will see you all Wednesday. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.